video are beautiful.
हेलो दर्शकबिन नमस्ते
Thank you very
म
much.
धनराज गुरुङ
Taking this introduction
मेरो
video
युट्युब
was,
च्यानलमा तपाईहरुलाई
I
स्वागत छ
felt like
आज
I explored myself
मिस
while
वर्ल्ड
I was exploring the country.
2019
We really tried to
हेड टु
show
हेड
my story
ग्रुप
against the magnificent
10
backdrops of Nepal,
मा चाहिँ हाम्रो नेपाल
especially in line of the Visit
पनि
Nepal year 2020. So we traveled far and
परेको छ
wide
हैन
with a
आज
small team. It was quite a project and
ग्रुप
we're
10
very
मा
proud of the outcome. We did get
तान्जानिया
across a million
नेपाल
views in just 5 days.
That was what I was
गिब्राल्टर
going to say because you have
पोल्यान्ड
a huge
मेक्सिको
following and it's been
अनि
shared
साइमन
how many times
आइसल्यान्ड
again?
परेको छ हैन
More than a million in
आउनुस्
just 5 days. Oh my gosh.
हेड टु हेड च्यालेन्ज आज
Yes, we're very glad that our
सँगै
hard work was
हेरौँ हैन
appreciated.
कस्तो
And
हाम्रो
the
नेपालले
following,
चाहिँ
as you
कस्तो
said, is
चाहिँ
magnificent.
परफर्मेन्स
Nepal, although a small country
गर्नुभएको
size-wise,
छ
our
राम्रोसँग
people are far
मसँगसँगै हेरौँ है त ल
across the globe
म
and
भिडियो प्ले
I'm
गर्छु ल
so humbled
ओके
that Nepalese, not just in Nepal but across the world, have really come together to support a fellow
Tanzania, Nepal, Gibraltar, Poland, Mexico, and the Cayman Islands. This is Group 10 of the Head-to-Head Challenge. And you can just make out Tower Bridge. I swear it's somewhere behind me. But welcome to foggy London, girls.
Well, thank you.
And this is like a movie, like we made this especially for you. So you can feel like real actresses and stars.
Whatever little you can see of London is beautiful today.
Well, we hope it clears a little bit, but now, are you ready to get started?
Yes, sure.
Our first group is Tanzania, Nepal, and Gibraltar. And first, we'll meet Tanzania.
Hello world, hello Africa. My name is Lifeisbeautifulsurusa. I'm 19 years old, coming from a beautiful land and a peaceful country, Tanzania, with beautiful natural features like Mountain Kilimanjaro and the biggest national park in Africa, Serengeti National Park, with many minerals like Tanzanite and many unchangeable cultures like Maasai. It's an honor to join world's biggest pageant because I'm going to expose my country to the world, plus I'm going to share ideas with different people from different places of the world. I must say, I can't wait to meet my fellow beauty queens so that we can share ideas and share humanities to the world. Welcome Africa, welcome Tanzania. Asanteni sana, karibuni.
Tanzania,
Yes, ma'am.
how are you feeling this morning?
I'm so excited and a little bit nervous.
You don't have to be nervous, this is a little chit-chat,
Yeah,
okay? So
sure.
I read that you were in the military, right?
Yes, I was in the military.
How was that like?
Right, so it was a whole experience. Like, I learned a lot of skills that I have to use them as Miss Tanzania right now. I improved some of my skills like problem-solving skills, self-defense skills, and the most of it, I improved my discipline. I could say I'm very disciplined. I tried my level best to be disciplined in each and everything I'm doing. And what was the most interesting part is we learned how to use the gun.
How to use a gun?
Yeah, like shooting. We went for range. Like everybody was like, it was a whole experience, and I enjoyed being there. It is one of my camp that I can say it gave me a character. I want to say, whenever I stand and say I'm from military, and everybody's like, how? How did you make it? I'm like, it's okay.
I feel like you're also like very organized. Like, are you the one who puts the order in the room with your roommate?
Sure.
Who is your roommate?
My roommate is from Uganda. We're all from East Africa, so.
Okay, so she's in trouble.
No.
My condolences, Uganda.
No, she's not in trouble. She's safe with me. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that is very, very nice.
Exactly.
And what is your Beauty with a Purpose about?
My Beauty with a Purpose, it's about hydrocephalus.
Yes.
This is a cerebral fluid disorder where it results to the increase of head size to infants or children. The main purpose of this is to create prevalence and awareness of women and children. It's a threatening disorder. And I chose my BWAP because I've been studying sciences in my high school. And my ambition, my goal was becoming a doctor or engage myself in medical issues, but I did not make it. And I thought being a doctor was the only way to help human or to get close to the community. Unfortunately, I could not make it in medical school, so I chose my BWAP because I believe it's the only way to get a purpose. I get fulfillment whenever I'm attached to those people. It's so close to me, and I feel like I got a purpose. I got a purpose in life, and my BWAP, I can say, it's one of the things that keeps me going on. I feel so proud of myself. Even my country is very proud of me, and I feel very special when I speak about BWAP.
You are very special, Tanzania.
Yes,
You know,
sure.
you'll make great change.
I
So
will.
Thank
I
you for
believe.
showing us that.
Thank you.
Now it's time to meet Nepal.
Embrace the unknown.
Wow, what Nepal go?
In a world full of opportunities and difficult choices to make,
First of all,
a world of uncertainty, yet of hopefulness,
sister.
a world of chaos, but also of kindness. I am learning to embrace life around me.
Genau.
Nepal, a country that not only proudly houses Everest, but also a land where every Nepali, every day, has the determination to conquer their Everest. A land where gods and humans share the roads. A country that not only survives despite the diversity in geography and culture, but thrives with it. And within this resilient, compassionate, kind, humble, and innovative Nepal, I saw a world of opportunities wider than the oceans abroad. I believe I am still on the journey of cultivating my purpose, of creating the best positive impact I can within and around me. My big picture, I call it, one step at a time. I am Anushka Shrestha, Miss World Nepal 2019. A work in progress, learning to love myself, learning to nurture the spark of compassion within, because one can only spread into the world the kindness one has. Join me as I continue to walk small but sturdy steps towards my big picture. Join me on my journey of embracing the unknown.
Nepal, the landscapes in your video are beautiful.
Thank you very much. Taking this introduction video was, I felt like I explored myself while I was exploring the country. We really tried to show my story against the magnificent backdrops of Nepal, especially in line of the Visit Nepal Year 2020. So we traveled far and wide with a small team. It was quite a project, and we're very proud of the outcome. We did cross 1 million views in just 5 days.
That was what I was going to say, because you have a huge following and it's been shared how many times again?
More than 1 million in just 5 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, we're very glad that our hard work was appreciated. And the following, as you said, is magnificent. Nepal, although a small country size-wise, our people are far and wide across the globe. And I am so humbled that Nepalese, not just in Nepal, but across the world, have really come together to support a fellow Nepali representing our country here in London. And I could not be more grateful.
It feels so good to have your country behind you, right?
It does. It does.
And now, what is your Beauty with a Purpose?
My Beauty with a Purpose project is around capability development. So we're working on a pilot project. We are working on a remote village, 140 households. We're focusing on the mother and child of each of these families. We're pushing a kickstart on the education side of things, providing scholarships, adding more teachers, teaching materials, teacher training, but understanding that this in itself, funded by donations, won't be a sustainable model. We are trying to make their parents, enable them as active income generators. So we've taken skills and markets such as carpet weaving, stone making and whatnot, so that ultimately they will be able to fund their own children's education.
And you're teaching them how to fish,
Exactly.
which is great. I think that's very beautiful, Nepal.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing that with us. Now we'll meet Gibraltar.
Hi, I'm Celine Bolaños. I'm 22 years old and I will be representing Gibraltar at the upcoming Miss World contest in London. Acting has been my passion from a very early age. I actually graduated with honours as I pursued a degree in drama at university. I have always had a special bond with the arts, particularly acting. I remember I used to stand in front of the mirrors as a child, expressing myself through my movements and my emotions. I've also danced from an early age, and it was actually through dance that I discovered my love for acting, through my ability to be able to tell a story through movement. It's a great privilege that I get to represent my hometown Gibraltar at Miss World. Gibraltar is mainly known for its wild Barbary macaques, but it's so much more than that, and it's extremely rich in history. We are able to see two continents from one place because of its position on the globe. One of my favorite things about Gibraltar is that we have so many different cultures and religions all living in harmony. I can't wait to show off the beauty that is Gibraltar at Miss World. I'm also very excited to meet the beautiful contestants, to learn about their cultures and make memories that will last a lifetime.
Gibraltar, you're a drama student.
Yes,
How do you find your beautiful scenario?
Well, you know, it suits like a horror film, which is my favorite type of acting.
Are you gonna go out and run? So, do you have any projects around the corner that you want to talk to us about?
I do. Well, basically, as I said, I did complete a degree in acting, but I explored the theatre side of acting.
Yes.
And so I wanted to explore a different side and do acting for film because I think I'm more suited to acting for film. So I applied to the New York Film Academy and I got accepted.
No way!
Yeah.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
This is like a huge step for you.
It is. It's my proudest moment, honestly, because like when you study a subject like drama or acting, the teachers often want to prepare you for the worst. So they do tell you that you know, you're probably not gonna get accepted like first time round if you're gonna apply to a drama school. So the fact that I applied and I sent 2 video auditions and I got in the first time, it's just, I have no words, honestly.
Well, we are waiting for whatever you prepare. We'll be just cheering for you.
Thank you.
When do you start?
I'll start in January 2021.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll be cheering from you from every corner around the world.
Thank you.
Congratulations again. Thank you, Gibraltar. And now, what's your Beauty with a Purpose about?
Well, my Beauty with a Purpose is mental health. My aim is to eradicate the barrier between mental and physical health, because it's all just health. You know, my thing is, like, if you were suffering or rather had symptoms of a flu, you wouldn't hesitate to go to the doctors. Why should mental health be any different? In Gibraltar, we had an influx of suicides, unfortunately. It amounted to about 1 suicide per month for over the space of 6 months, which with a population of 34,000 is pretty appalling.
Yeah.
I suffered from mental health myself. I was crippled with anxiety and depression years ago, but I overcame it. I survived it. And I'm sitting here today and I'm thriving, you know? So I want to be a beacon of hope for all those who are suffering in silence. I didn't suffer in silence. Now, I not only want to raise awareness, I want to be proactive. Everybody's aware of mental health. Everybody knows mental health exists. But like I said, I want to be proactive, and I want to use my voice and take a step for the people of Gibraltar, because by taking a step, I take a step for 30,000 people. I take a step for Gibraltar.
Oh, that's very inspiring. Thank you, Gibraltar. And these are your first 3 contestants. Remember to vote for your favorite in all our social media platforms: Mobster, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, MissWorld.com. Our next three contestants are Poland, Mexico, and the Cayman Islands. How are you feeling, girls?
Good. Very good. Really excited.
Are
Very
you-
happy to be here.
Are you just loving the view of, I swear that the bridge is out there, but you liking the
Summer.
weather?
Yeah, definitely. I already took some selfies. I took some pictures, right? And it looks beautiful. I want to take some memories to show back home how London looks out here.
Well, you will not be able to see a lot, but I'm sure it will clear later. So we're going to start with Poland.
Hi, my name is Milena Sadowska and I'm Miss Polonia 2018. I'm from a small town close to Krakow called Babice. Family is the most important to me. They taught me values like love, honesty and trust that I live by now. I always had quite a few hobbies and interests like singing, dancing, arts, horse riding, gymnastics, and team games. As a result, I used to take part in many competitions. I was also a part of a traditional Polish dance crew called Małopolanie. I'm a strong and independent woman who knows that the hard work and commitment are the best ways to achieve the success.
Poland, you're currently studying journalism, right?
Exactly. I started studying journalism at the University of John Paul II in Krakow to become a TV presenter.
Is there any particular reason why you chose this university?
Yes, I think that John Paul II accompanies me all my life. I grew up near Wadowice, the place where John Paul II was born and grew up. He is my role model. Above all, he loved people. He had a huge heart. He preached the idea of tolerance and equality in the world, regardless of skin color or religion. I'm very proud that he was a Pole whom the whole world talks about today.
Yeah, I know. He's very, very famous in Mexico as well. We really love him.
Yes.
And your Beauty with a Purpose, what is it about?
My Beauty with a Purpose started with a humanitarian mission in Ghana with a cooperation with Omena Mensah Foundation. I was a volunteer in the Don Bosco Center, and close to we are built a school for homeless children from Ghana. I learned a lot there and I will definitely go back. Next part of my charity project was a launch of the shirts collection, which I'm the ambassador of. I took also in a great charity ball during which there was an auction and we collected over $50,000. The money from the ball and from the shirt sales will be donated to complete the school project in Ghana. I'm very glad that you also were part of this amazing project.
I remember. It was beautiful ball, and the shirts that you're promoting are
But my project is not only about charity. I also want to help build the attitude of tolerance in Poland. I'd like to show Poles that all people are equal. My main goal is to show that together we can build a culture bridge. We can do more, we are all the same.
Mexico.
And there are others who may need help more than we do.
Oh, thank you very much,
Thank
Poland.
you.
Now it's the time for Mexico.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Alvidrez, proudly representing the beautiful country of Mexico. I have been blessed with the most supportive family and friends anyone can ask for. Since my childhood, I have learned to enjoy the beautiful moments in life and see difficulties as teachers that have turned me into who I am today. Coming from a Mexican family has taught me to value each and every one of my family members. My passion for outdoors comes from the great amount of time I spent helping my grandfather out at the ranch. Throughout middle school and high school, basketball was always my passion. But it was my junior year when I knew I wanted to do modeling and take it to the next level. But above all, there was one thing I loved the most, and it was helping my community.
Growing up, we didn't live in our dream house. We didn't live in the safest neighborhood. My siblings and I didn't always get what we wanted, but my parents always did their best effort to give us what we needed. So I ask you all to help me achieve my mission. I come to this world praying to fulfill my dream of giving back to our communities, to take care of nature, but most importantly, to send out a message showing the importance of loving and caring for one another. Can't wait to meet you all. See you in London.
Mexico, you live in a very strategic position. You live between the border of Mexico and the United States.
Yes.
How does that make you feel? How does that transform your life?
It makes me feel extremely proud of where I come from. I live in a different reality from what other people live in. I live between Mexico and the United States in the border of Ciudad Juárez and El Paso. Ciudad Juárez is the biggest border city there is in Mexico, and I am proud to be who I am. I believe growing up in a border city has made me the person I am today. Within 15 minutes or 10 minutes of walking, I'm in the US, I walk back, I'm in Mexico, and it has made me see a reality, a vision, furthermore than what I was. Growing up in the border, as I said, I cross. I get to see immigration, families, and children there. But aside from that, it has made me stronger to face a reality that they live in, a reality that I live day by day. But I am humble to say that we've worked both cities. We say that we're sister cities to help this, to make them feel welcome to our city so they could continue their journey. And these two cities always come together, support each other, and we say there's no walls, no borders, we're just one.
Yeah, because the cultures must be so mixed by now that you have
It
similar
is.
traditions.
Our language that we speak there is Spanglish. There it's very common to be speaking Spanish and English at the same time, and when you leave there, it's like, what? You speak wrong. You can't speak like that. It's either Spanish or English, and I feel a lot of the people that live my life, my reality, coming with a binationality, it's crazy because sometimes you feel you don't belong either to America, you don't belong to Mexico. You're like right in the middle, like, where am I? Who am I? And it's just something different that I want people to know, people to see. Like, coming from a border city, it's amazing. You're living in a melting pot. There's people from all over the world coming from the north, from the south, everywhere, right to that point. And you just grow up with that the diversity
of course. And
living there.
I think that you clearly belong to both.
Yes, I do. I feel I truly belong to both. It has made me the person I am today, and I'm so happy and proud of who I am.
And now, what's your beauty with a purpose?
My beauty with the purpose, it's focused on immigration because of where I grew up, the border, seeing these people come there, children most of all. It's what hurt me, and my community, my family always come together to try to help them. But more than anything, I feel it's the importance of the power of one person trying to help different communities, because not only do I focus on immigration, but also in my indigenous community of my state, the Raramuris. The Raramuris are amazing people. They live an amazing culture. They live down to their roots, how they used to live before. They live in adobe houses, some live in caves, and it's just amazing to see how they're always running or walking. That's their way of transportation, because in the mountain range, there's no roads, there's no cars for you to get up there. And it's almost a whole day to walk to get up to where they live. And it's cold or hot, they're walking. And they don't have jackets, blankets. They don't even have medical attention up there, no school. And that's what we're trying to work with, to try to get them basic needs and work our way up to medication up there and education, like provide a school for them, build a school, because those children want education. I go out there, I go to their schools, the ones that are in the city and the ones that are in the mountain range, and I ask children, what do you want? And you expect for them to say, I want a toy, I want candies, but all they ask for are school materials. And that's amazing, because I believe they should not be neglected. Education is the key to success, and it's something nobody will ever take away from them. I could keep taking blankets, food, but I mean, one day they're gonna grow out of the clothing I take. One day they're gonna finish the food I gave them, but they're never gonna get rid of the education that we will provide for them.
No, that's good. Thank you so much for taking care of our people. Now, the Cayman Islands.
Hi, I'm 24-year-old JC Patrick, Miss World Cayman Islands 2019. I'm so excited to be competing in the Miss World pageant in London. As a crown colony of the UK, the Cayman people have close ties to the British, so I'm looking forward to interacting with the London community. 2019 is a special year in the Cayman Islands, as in 1959, 60 years ago, Cayman adopted our first constitution and held our first ever general election. In 1948, 24 brave women signed a letter requesting the right to vote, but they did not have the constitutional right to vote. So began the women's suffrage movement. 9 years later, in 1958, 358 women put their names to the petition which demanded the women's political right to vote and hold public office. I am blessed to be from an island with such a rich heritage and strong foundation. We have come from an island that time forgot to a country with a robust financial and tourism sector, bringing over 2 million tourists to our shores in 2018. As a person that has struggled with anxiety as a teen, I chose to work with the mental health organizations in the Cayman Islands. I feel that bringing awareness to mental health is so important, and I hope to be a role model to those suffering with mental illness. See you in London.
Cayman Islands, now that I see your video, I know a lot about your country, but now tell me about you.
My biggest goal in life is to become an actress, and I started acting 8 years ago. I fell in love with theater in high school, and that passion just grew when I attended the University of South Florida, and I obtained my bachelor's degree in creative writing and theater. And when I was in university, I auditioned for so many plays, and I was unsuccessful. And even though it did discourage me, I never gave up. I went home, I continued auditioning, and I finally got my first leading role in a play named Proof. And I just felt so proud of myself that my hard work had finally paid off. And it really showed me that I have that potential and I can continue chasing my dreams. And I was just I felt so inspired. And I was really happy. I was really happy to be in that moment, to be present, to see that connection between the audience and the cast members.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, how was that first moment when you stood up and you were the leading role?
When I stepped on stage, it was magical. There was no words for it. I just felt so proud of myself because I know that I worked so hard for this. And the show received standing ovations every single night.
Good.
And it really made my success feel so much richer.
Congratulations upon that.
Thank you.
And now, your Beauty with a Purpose. What is it about?
My Beauty with a Purpose is mental health, and I hold this very dear to my heart. I work with the Alex Panton Foundation, and this foundation was established in the loving memory of Alex, who was a classmate that took his own life. And this foundation, their mission is to raise awareness and to also improve the mental health of children and young adults in the Cayman Islands through advocacy, support, and awareness. And mental health and mental illness has always been a big part of my life. I suffered with anxiety and depression as a teenager and also in university as well. This platform allows me to be an advocate and also just an inspiration to people that are suffering. And the message that I really want to convey to those who are suffering is to be gentle on yourself, to take care of yourself, be proud of who you are, to be proud of where you come from, that your presence in the world makes a difference, that you are more than enough. And lastly, that there's no shame in taking care of your mental health.
That's so true. Thank you, Cayman Islands.
Thank you.
And that was Group 10 Well done, ladies.
Thank you.
You feel more relaxed? I know you can just stress out, everything's good. Congratulations, you did very, very
Thank you
good.
so much.
And now, you that are home, now is your time to vote. You can do it in all our social media platforms, Mobster, Instagram, Facebook, and of course the Miss World website, missworld.com. We'll see you next time with Group 11.
Challenge